we going?
Hiking.
And welcome back to?
Man on the Mountain.
Thank you. Ninja, let's see if we can catch a fish right here. Here, come here. You got to come around over here in your bright shirt. You can't go right by the water. Oh, you want to film it?
Yeah.
All right.
So Dad's gonna catch a fish. And you have these two. And yeah.
Follow Dad. Don't just stop at the top of the hill. Don't fall.
Okay, so Dad is going fishing and trying to catch a fish. Okay, there we go. Here's Dad catching a fish, and I'm not going any further. And here's Andrew, and here's Dory the squab. And here's me.
Ooh.
Here's me. Hello, Cam. And here's Dad way far down there. And here's Andy smiling.
Just laughing at you.
And here's me.
That did get you. I just don't think you have to introduce us all every single
Hey!
stop we make.
Here's me. I'm Hannah Big Door
Hannah
from Our
brings toys.
Dancer.
Oh, Hannah.
You got one.
Here, you want to video it?
Yeah. Oh, honey.
So here's Dad. He caught actually a fish.
Actually a fish.
Here's
Keep the camera on.
it turns black, so it's okay.
He said it's still recording, so
Oh.
I don't like it that it turns black. I guess it saves.
Good morning, everybody. It's the third day of our trip. Rhonda and the kids are all back asleep at the condo. I'm getting out for a shed hunt for about 3 hours, then I'm going to go back and spend the rest of the day with them. Sun's just coming up. Beautiful morning. Let's see if we find something. It's been about 30 minutes since I posted that first video, which was right when I got out of the van. Been hiking this fence line here. I don't know about you guys, but if I can find fence lines that, you know, don't get traveled a lot, I find a lot of sheds around fence lines. I found that the little bucks will actually crawl underneath. The big bucks will jump them. And when they jump and land, a lot of times that jarring when they land will knock a shed off. Anyway, I'm working this shed line, and there is a beauty 4-point up here, and it's a brownie. Yes! Let me show it to you guys. Oh man, this is the best shed I found probably in the 2 years. The front end's a little weak, but the back end is sweet. Look at that. Oh, okay, so it's not the best one I found in 2 years. It got smaller as I got closer, but it's still sweet. Got a little kicker on the back. Oh man, thank you, Lord, for helping me find that. Look at that, guys. I'll take a picture or two of it before I move on and look for the match. Oh, thank you, Lord, for helping me find that, though. That's awesome. What a start. Man, spring just comes so much earlier down here than northern Utah. This bush is already all bloomed out. It's supposed to be 74 here today, and we got 3.5 inches of snow in Logan last night. So am I happy that we decided to come south for 3 days? You bet. And look at that view. Snow-capped mountains over there. Some more over that way. But up on this flat, everything's bare, no snow. It's not even muddy. You can tell it was muddy here a day or two ago. All the tracks are really deep. But right now it's dry as a bone. Beautiful day. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear those coyotes yipping or not. I think they just winded me because they're all running off now, but oh no, there you go. You guys should be able to hear that. I don't have my binoculars. Maybe we'll see them cross this big flat out here. Almost back to the van, everybody. Just found the one shed today, but to me that was a bonus. Such a pretty area to hike in. Kind of thought I might find a couple more. I think I'm in a good area. But I only had about 3.5 hours. I think if I would have put 6, 7, or 8 hours in today, I would have found more, but I want to get back and spend the day with my family. I promised them I'd be home about noon, so I need to get going. Wanted to do the channel shout out and then the Minute on the Mountain. So I found out this morning that I won another giveaway. It's the third giveaway I've won in about the last 4 months. And the giveaway was from As the Crow Flies Hiking. And so I want to shout out his channel, As the Crow Flies Hiking. I'll put a description in, or excuse me, I'll put a link in the description. I've watched quite a few of his videos. I really like his channel. As you can tell from his channel name, he does a lot of hiking, a lot of backpacking. He also does quite a few gear reviews, which I appreciate. I like gear reviews. Helps me to know what all is out there and maybe even some ideas on some stuff that I'd like to incorporate when I'm backpacking. I don't do as much backpacking as he does, but I usually take a couple of trips a year. So anyway, As the Crow Flies Hiking, check him out. Let him know Minute on the Mountain sent you. And then the Minute on the Mountain today, I'm doing from Joshua chapter 4. I just did kind of a little mini sermon that we did a live stream on for this. And so to give you some context for this, this is after the Israelites had wandered in the desert for 40 years. And they're finally getting ready to go into the Promised Land. They're getting ready to cross the Jordan. And as the priests who were carrying the Ark of the Covenant step into the Jordan River, the water miraculously stops flowing from upstream. And this is during flood season of the Jordan, so I mean this is a big deal. Then all the Israelites cross over on dry land. And God tells Joshua to get 12 Israelites, one from each tribe, to pick up a rock from the middle of the Jordan and then to set up an altar on the other side. And he says, do this so that when your children ask, what do these rocks mean, you can tell them about this miracle. And so I just think God knew that the Israelites needed, well, I know God knew that the Israelites needed a visual reminder. They were just so quick to forget his faithfulness. And I think you and I are pretty apt to do the same thing. You know, we get into uncertain times like we're in now with this coronavirus. We get into hard times and we forget all the times God has been faithful. So I think visual reminders for us are just as important as they were for the Israelites. Now that could be, you know, verses you have posted on your fridge, pictures of what God's done in your life. It could be a prayer journal where you write answers to prayer that you've received. Whatever it is, I would encourage you to do something to give you a visual reminder of God's faithfulness. One of the things that our family does that I've really enjoyed is throughout the year when God answers a prayer, when we just see God show up in a really cool way, we write it down on a little card, we put it in a jar, and then on New Year's Eve as a family, we open that jar and we pull them out and we read them and we kind of reminisce about God's faithfulness throughout the year. It's a great way to end the year and a great way to start off our new year. So anyway, whatever works for you and your family, I just would encourage you to have a couple visual reminders of how God's been faithful to you. Thanks for coming along today. Such a beautiful day. It's supposed to be 72 down here. I haven't been in the 70s since 2019, so looking forward to it. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.